In this week's On It with Stevens Life, administration revokes the parking reservations for residence directors and graduate residents on campus. We'll tell you why. Plus, the pet dorm requirements change again, drawing in even more pets. Find out how coming up. That was the wrong video. Seven spots previously reserved for the RDs and GRs behind Tower Hall are now open for use by anyone on campus. Thank you for joining us. I'm Angel Mendez. President Diane Lynch came down with the decision after listening to numerous members of the community ask why this particular group enjoyed a benefit that the rest of campus did not have. With the exception of the president and those that win a designated spot in a lottery held each semester, Stevens College has never reserved spots for any individuals on campus, including senior staff members. Lynch said as she looked further into the matter, she could not find a reason that justified the 4 RD and GR spots behind Tower and 3 spots in the Searcy Prunty lot, other than that this is simply what the school has always done. She said, quote, "I want to make it clear that this was my decision. It had nothing to do with any other group. I don't take things away from students lightly or without a great deal of thought or consideration. But in this case, I had to decide that parking has become a very valuable commodity on our campus, and being fair to all of our community members was important enough to do this. I also want to emphasize that these particular students are exceptional examples of professional, responsible, and amazing Stevens leaders. This had nothing to do with them as individuals," end quote. To make it a smooth transition for everyone involved, these 7 reserved spots were moved to the Stamper Commons parking lot. However, at the end of the semester, those spots will no longer be reserved and will be open for any person with a parking pass as well. And in a campus safety alert this week, the Columbia Police Department continues to investigate a sexual misconduct report from early Sunday morning. The incident happened in the 1400 block of Bouchelle Avenue, nearly 2 blocks from the edge of Stevens campus. A female victim said while she walked home around 2 a.m. Sunday morning, a man stopped her and grabbed her chest. After resisting, the man took off. The suspect is described as a mixed-race male with short brown hair, slender build, and approximately 5'6". The security department recommends never walking alone, especially at night. If you need assistance or someone to walk you across campus, contact campus security at 573-876-7299. If it's an emergency, please call 911. And last week, campus received an email from Student Services detailing changes in the pet housing requirements. With more on those changes, On It's Haley Johnson talked with Residence Life about how the new requirements will affect students. Haley?
The frenzy surrounding furry friends on campus continues. While some believe that the influx of pets on campus is out of control, the pet housing requirements have changed. According to an email sent out last week from Residential Director Alyssa Pye, animals now can be as young as 6 months old to live on campus. Pye shared that policies are constantly being reviewed to ensure that they are up to date and meeting student needs. The change has been made after much research and speaking with veterinarians. Stevens decided that at 6 months, most pets have been fixed, are up to date on shots, and are housebroken. Pye believes that this change will most likely increase the amount of pets on campus, and she shares that 2 pups have already moved on campus since the change. Currently, all floors of Prunty and Searcy house pets, as well as the 2nd and 4th floor of Tower and 1st floor of Wood. Columbia and Pillsbury halls remain 100% pet-free. This could change based on the need for pet housing, but pet-free options will always be available. Only 1 pet is allowed to live with you, but anyone wishing to have a second pet can seek the approval of the Pet Council. The Pet Council is made up of several student service staff members, consults with faculties and local vets as needed. We also want to mention a few events to attend on campus in the next week. Today, the Career Development Office will host a career and internship fair starting at 3 p.m. in the Kimball Ballroom in LRW. Students are asked to bring copies of their resume and dress professionally, as 27 area companies and organizations with more than 100 positions will be there to recruit and present other information. Beginning at 9 a.m. on Saturday, a Stevens team will participate in the Girls on the Run 5K event at Stevens Lake Park. The organization provides pre-adolescent girls with the tools to embrace their individual strengths as they enter middle and high school. On Monday, filmmaker Nina Davenport will show her film First Comes Love at 7 p.m. in Charters Auditorium as part of the Citizen Jane film series. Students can attend and earn leadership points. On Sunday and Monday, the LPO and Diversity Coalition will sponsor a couple of presentations as part of an event called Politics of the Black Body, starting at 6:30 p.m. on Sunday in Windsor Auditorium. A dessert reception will be served followed by a screening of Question Bridge, a documentary based on interviews with 150 black males of all ages. That event is open to the public. On Monday, starting at 10 a.m., Deborah Willis will showcase her photos for the Stevens community only from her book, Posing Beauty, African American Images from the 1800s to Present. Both events award 3 community engagement points. Back to you, Angel.
Thank you, Haley. And looking at news across America today, unconfirmed reports from Chicago last weekend indicate a flesh-eating zombie drug might have made its way to the United States. A Chicago suburban hospital treated 5 people with symptoms similar to those who use a drug called crocodile or desomorphine. After injection, the drug damages tissue and clumps in the veins, causing gangrene and necrosis that doctors say kills you from the inside out. Experts theorize the drug first appeared across Russia and Ukraine when heroin became less available, as the drug has the same high for a third of the price. It's estimated that more than 120,000 people injected the drug just in 2011. However, until the Drug Enforcement Administration obtains a sample of the drug, doctors can't confirm any American cases of crocodile abuse. And in news around the world, one of the most powerful storms ever recorded to hit Earth has taken more than 1,000 lives since it hit the shores of the Philippines on Friday. The Philippine president said the total will likely rise to more than 2,500. The storm brought wind gusts faster than 200 miles per hour, displacing roughly 800,000 people, with more than 2 million people needing food and aid right now. According to the U.S. officials, a week from now will be too late. 3 U.S. warships homeported in the Pacific received orders yesterday to deploy within the next 48 hours. Those orders include supplying shelter as well as food, water, and sanitation before the situation worsens. And in the limelight this week, where we highlight the most talked about entertainment news, on It's Jessica Langford watched YouTube's first award show. And Jessica, what did everyone think?
YouTube hosted its first YouTube award show last week on November 3rd. Critics predicted it to be the biggest award show with all the top mainstream and underground artists to perform. According to Vibe magazine reviews, it failed to live up to the hype. Vibe posted a few Twitter followers' reaction to the award show, and they didn't have anything nice to say. One person tweeted, "The YouTube awards were terrible. I like the idea, but not the show." According to other tweets, it wasn't entertaining, and there were a lot of technical issues. Hopefully, YouTube can get it together for next year. And in the music world, we are so used to hearing good music coming from some of the hottest rappers out there, but trust me, they aren't always on their A game. A few rappers such as Lil Wayne, Angel Hayes, and even NBA player Metta World Peace definitely came up short lyrically. Check out a few of their rhymes.
Our test, one of the best, no question. I need a lot of blessings. Stop second guessing me. Doing my thing on the MIC, the D's crazy, I'm lethal. You may be ready, but I don't think so.
Not Georgetown, but I'm a uptown Hoya. Yeah, like Malloy, no lawyers. I got that work, come be my employer. Freestyling, for you, no, for me. For me, no, only for money.
Okay, right off the back, a bite and attack. I jump on the track like I'm furious with it. I kill it and bury it. It's hilarious. I have all these haters like who she did it, who she thinks she is, or who does she be with her? Oh my God, I feel so defeated because the angels kill me. I honestly feel my entire charisma controlled off the dealer.
Wait, hold up.
Pull that back.
Oh, that ain't the beat. Go acapella.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Just a few tips for the future. Lil Wayne, come sober. Angel Hayes, girl, relax. And Metta, you should probably just stopped. And in theaters right now is the latest sci-fi movie, Ender's Game. When the international military seek out a leader that can save the human race from an alien attack, Ender Williams, a brilliant young mind, is recruited and trained to lead his fellow soldiers into a battle that would determine the future of Earth. Starring Harrison Ford and Asa Butterfield as Ender, the movie is sure to be a hit. That's all this week's entertainment in the limelight.
Thank you, Jessica. And in our weather headlines this week, Onnit's Lane Wallace has kept an eye on the sky and has more on what we can expect for the next 7 days. Lane.
Thanks, Angel. These chilly temperatures we're experiencing this week are just a preview of what's to come. But for the weekend, make sure you keep your umbrella and rain boots handy. Your high for Wednesday is 48 and sunny. For Thursday, we'll reach a high of 54 and partly cloudy, with Deja Vu on Friday also reaching a high of 54 and cloudy. For your Saturday, we'll reach a high of 59 with a chance for rain, and Sunday, a high of 68 also with a chance of rain. Looking into your next week, Monday will reach a high of 54, and on Tuesday we'll reach a high of 44 and partly cloudy. Keep sending those changing weather and furry friend pictures my way at Lane_Wallace or Stevens_Life.
Hey guys, Lane just said it. Fall is here and winter is quickly approaching. Just because it's cold doesn't mean you can't look cute. I created a look for you today that will keep you warm and most importantly fashionable. Start with the funky bright color hat. I love this hat so much because it does this job by keeping my hair warm while also adding a little edge. If you're not wanting to mess up your hair, a pair of earmuffs are just as fabulous. A trendy oversized sweater or plaid shirt as I'm wearing. A leather jacket, an infinity scarf, and finally, the ultimate cold weather accessory, a pair of tall boots. I'm wearing my favorite black pair, but these are my cold weather must-haves. I want to see yours. Tag me on Instagram or Twitter at _Kobe Cheese so we can feature you on next week's show. And plan to keep warm this season. Remember, your style is on the inside, so why not express it on the outside?
With those fashionable winter trends, it's important to remember not only the proper way to stay warm, but also how to protect your skin. Onnit's Olivia Odell has more on her facial skincare techniques. Olivia?
Unfortunately, colder weather brings harsher winds, which is damaging to the skin. Walking to and from class. With this in mind, it's important to keep up your skincare regimen to protect from any damage. First, the most important thing is to have a clean face. In the winter and every day of the year, getting rid of the bacteria will ensure that the skin is able to breathe and will unclog those pores, preventing acne and blackheads. Exfoliating is a good way to clean out those clogged pores as well, leaving your skin feeling smooth and refreshed. Those with combination skin like me, moisturizing is a good way to balance the skin. By balance, I mean after you wash and exfoliate the skin, it tends to dry quicker. Applying a small amount of moisturizer will replenish the skin, leaving the skin not looking oily or greasy. Dry lips can be the worst. After your skin washing routine, sometimes the lips don't get all the attention they deserve. Making sure your lips are moisturized will save you pain and suffering, while also getting the most out of those dark lipsticks you might wear. Build this new regimen into your daily routine before those freezing temperatures do decide to hit, and to avoid any future damage to the skin. Back to you, Angel.
All right, thank you, Olivia. And in our sports corner this week, I'm joined by Sports Information Director Adam Sampson, and he's here to tell us more. A lot of the teams have been wrapping up the season this year. Tell us a little bit about how they did it and what's going on now.
All righty. Yep, another week has gone by, and we had two more sports that finished their respective seasons. The first one we'll start off with on Friday. The Stars shuttled over to Cosmo Park for the 2013 American Midwest Conference Championships. It was a special time for seniors Kaylin Crane and Danny Kelly, who were competing in the final race of their cross-country careers. It was fitting that the senior duo capped the season with a pair of top 25 finishes. Kaylin Crane turned in the top performance with a 16th place finish, and that marked the highest finish at the AMC Championships for a star runner since the 2011 season. Not far behind her was Danny Kelly, who placed 21st overall. Junior Ivy Lewis finished third among the Stars in 32nd place. And rounding out the group of Stevens runners were juniors Emily Mendoza and Tara Chronister in 47th and 48th. In the team standings, Stevens placed 7th out of 8 teams, edging Benedictine Springfield. And also announced on Friday at the AMC Championships were the Academic All-Conference Award winners. All 5 of the Stars runners received the honor and teamed up for a combined GPA of 3.59, which is pretty darn impressive. The Stevens volleyball team finished out their season on Friday and Saturday with 2 home matches. Friday night and Saturday, both of them were thrilling matches between Stevens and Williams Baptist on Friday and Lyon College on Saturday. The Stars took Williams Baptist to the brink, but the Eagles found an answer for each of the Stars' runs. Despite an impressive 19-kill performance from Carrie Kircher and a double-double from Sammy Fegley, Stevens volleyball fell to the Eagles 25-22, 23-25, 25-21, 27-25. And on Saturday, the Stars welcomed Lyon College to Silverthorne Arena. And much like Friday's nail-biter, the Stars were in for a back-and-forth battle with the Scots. Unfortunately, even a career-high hitting percentage for freshman Alyssa Beavers wasn't enough to will the Stars to victory. Lyon College outlasted the Stars 28-26, 25-23, and 25-20. With the loss, Stevens volleyball team finished the year at 6-24 overall and 1-10 in AMC action. And with the fall sports season in the rear-view mirror, we will now turn our focus to the Stars basketball program and other general athletics news in the coming weeks. On Friday, the Stars basketball team was greeted by a pesky Missouri Valley squad on the road. The Stars were limited to 37 shot attempts and came away with just 19 points. Missouri Valley College defeated Stevens 78-19. And just 2 nights ago, the Stars traveled to Kirksville, Missouri for an exhibition contest with Truman State University. And after shooting a modest 16% against Missouri Valley on Friday, the Stars managed to bump that number up to 25% against the NCAA Division II team. Sophomore guard Selena Neal finished the game with 13 points, 11 of which came in the second half. And meanwhile, sophomore Dana Hegeman led the scoring efforts in the first half with 8 points. The Stars are back home on Thursday with a game against Central Christian College of the Bible. We're scheduled for a 7 p.m. start time, so grab some dinner and come on out to Silverthorne Arena to cheer on your Stars.
All right, thank you, Adam. As I was telling you earlier, love basketball season. Can't wait to see where this is going. That's all the time we have, though, this week. So be sure to check back next week for more news, and don't forget to visit our website for 24-hour access to your news at stevens.edu/stevenslife. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram as well at Stevens_life. So follow us, like us, and tell us if news is happening where you are. Thank you for watching. We'll see you back here next week.